Hi, everybody. It's Jill here with Illuminating Women, and I am so excited to once again bring another one of our speakers to come and talk with you a little bit and share a little bit about what they will be speaking on at our upcoming conference, Building Bridges for a Bolder and Braver Future. And that is March 6th and 7th here in Seattle. You do not want to miss this opportunity to come, because what we know in Illuminating Women is that when women illuminate their personal and professional lives, they grow, their families are stronger, their communities are stronger, and our world is a much better place. So without further ado, this beautiful woman who is just lights up the room when she walks in, has a heart of gold, because she really believes in building up women and helping and supporting women. And I am so excited. She said yes to come and share with you today. So, and to be a part of our speaker lineup for our conference. So without further ado, I would love to introduce to you Debra Trappen. Debra, welcome. And
Hi.
So can you share just a little bit about who are you and how do you do this? And because what we have you coming to speak on is building that ideal lioness pride, because study after study has shown that when women come together and have support and community, they can fly so much higher. But sometimes there's issues that we still have to deal with, and that's that work. And this is some of the work we've got to do. So please share a little bit about you and share a little bit about what you're going to be speaking on and why women really need to know about this.
You bet. So a quick snapshot about me. I am an empowerment consultant. I work with women in leadership. My primary industry is real estate and all of the industries that serve the real estate market. It's a really unique niche. About 67% of the real estate professionals are female. And a lot of the topics that we're going to tame and slay in March affect the women in that industry as well. So really what I do is I travel the globe and speak into women. I shine as bright a light as I possibly can to help them see their truest and best self so that they can find the elements that need a little work, a little zhuzhing, as I like to say, and celebrate the places that are really working in their lives so that they can confidently live their best life out loud, on purpose, and on their own terms. And so what we've talked about bringing to the ladies in March is a talk around the Lioness Pride. The Lioness Pride conversations really started in early 2018 for me. You know, I was asked to speak at a conference, actually a conference that I'm really very, very, very fond of, called Woman Up. That's in the real estate space. And it's been something that I've been part of for years now, but we really took it to the next level. And I was trying to figure out, how am I going to create a sense of belonging, yet talk about how we as women don't all have to belong to the same circle. And so I was thinking about all the different animals, and now I'm a Leo. I was born in August, and I love lions. I love the lioness pride concept. I love everything about these big cats. And so when I started doing research, I was like, these are our animal. This is our animal as women, because lionesses, while they are bold and brave and strong, they also realize they are not all meant to do life together in the same pride, as they call it. They have ways of knowing if they fit with each other. Most of them are actually sisters in some way, shape, or form, which is very, very interesting. And how they walk the planet is very much how I have seen when women are with those they're meant to do life with and serving those they're meant to serve, they function so beautifully. And so that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about how to bring the ideal lioness pride together for you so that you don't feel like you have to support those people that you don't really share values with. I mean, come on, Joe. We don't all share values. Simply because we're women doesn't mean we all believe the same thing, that we're all on the same mission. And so really the lioness pride concept starts really right there at the core of who you are and what do you value? So we're definitely going to dig into that, ladies. We're going to get you to the point where you can state out loud, I know my values, and use that as your true north for making decisions.
Oh, I've heard from so many women that this is a little bit of a stumbling place, and they feel a little awkward and not really knowing. And I love what you said, because it does start with us first, and it starts with those values. So one of the things that we're going to also touch on, because I have had many conversations as I'm out networking and communicating and connecting with other women, those are women in bio and women in technology, where they work with men, in a very male-dominated society, but they also have a lot of women around them, and they really need a lioness pride at that point. Yes. However, sometimes some of them have had women superiors that, or even a coworker that has bitten them. And I love how you have kind of talked about understanding that pain and working through that, and understanding also that how not to bite back, because sometimes we do that, and it's just a reflex sort of thing. So do you have just a couple of words you could kind of, talk a little bit about where we're going to dive into that too at the conference?
You bet. And to encourage those of you who are watching this, who are thinking, yes, that's me, I'm in a male dominated space. Remember, those spaces are male dominated because they were male designed. And that's what we're coming together to say, what makes sense for all of us? Let's design this together. And so the men at the table are going to love this as well. So when you go home and you're talking with the men in your life or the men in your offices, you're going to be able to bring what we share together to them as well, because we all want it to feel good when we're working together. No one wants to feel like they're being bitten or that they need to bite back. And so one of the key things that I'm going to share is really in how we can really help each other in our own prides to not take that into someone else's pride, because that's where I find that we bite each other. And when we're networking and we're communicating, we're not communicating with integrity. And by that I mean, if you're in a position where you're with people that make you feel uncomfortable, or that just aren't the right fit, we tend to say things we shouldn't. We tend to maybe gossip as opposed to lift others up. That puts us in a place of defense, right? Our little claws come out, and that makes the whole conversation spiral in the wrong direction. And so when we are walking with our pride, when we're strengthened, before we walk in the door, wherever we're going, whether it's to the office, whether it's to the room next door where we do our work in our home, if we have the right people surrounding us, then we know how to respond when we feel under attack, because we know that we can stop and recognize this is a lesson here. I'm going to take everything I can from this. I'm going to do my best to take some deep breaths, not speak if I possibly can, keep it down, keep my energy down, and then take this to my lionesses and say, what went wrong here? What can we all learn from this? Where is that lesson? Where is that learning? Because whenever we feel like we're bitten, it means we were in the wrong place. Ooh. We were in the wrong lane. We were doing something we weren't meant to do, and it feels off. And so I find now, people often have this fear of stepping into those situations. I'm actually joyful in them now, because it helps me really redirect and reposition, and maybe even shift where I'm spending my time in the weeks and months ahead. Right.
Right. Oh, wow. I just, this is such juicy information here. And I'm already getting so excited for our event, because this is valuable, so valuable. It is a game changer for so many people. And one of the things about these conferences is we are going to do some work. We're going to do some of that internal work, because it's so important. I mean, we don't have these bodies that can look great without, putting the right food and exercising it. And so here's an opportunity for your self-care and for an opportunity to exercise for yourself. And I know women go, well, I've got kids, I've got soccer, I got this. Hey, stop. Let's get that oxygen mask on you first, because we know again and again, when you personally and professionally family get illuminated then and grow, you know, look out world, you're happier, your family and everybody else is happier, and there's a lot more joy. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
I thank you so much for taking time to share a little bit about you, about who you are, what you do, and what you will be speaking on at this conference. So is there any last words of wisdom or excitement or anything you want to share that says why we really want to come to this conference? It's so worth your time.
Absolutely. So self-care and self-development are strategic. They're not selfish. And as you plan and vision cast where you want to go in these roaring 20s, ladies, you need to fill your soul tank. And for those of you who are where Jill was saying that you're thinking, gosh, I've got all these other responsibilities, drop that, shake off that shame. I love to read. That's one of my favorite sayings. And I mean, physically shake it off, say no more. Those are words from the enemy that want to keep you small and scared and stuck. Yep. So join us, get your soul tank filled, shake your body, because I know that Our Lady of the Shake, Shake, Shake is going to be there, yes, right? Sharon's going to be there. and we are going to have a great time. We are going to fill our insides, our outsides. We're going to get connected. Come be part of the sisterhood. It is worth every single second you are there.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Bravo. Exactly. That's exactly what I was, I hope you who are listening and watching can hear. You're worth it. You're worth the value, and your investment in you will pay out so big. So go to illuminatingwomen.com. You'll see it on our landing page, or you can go to events. It's the 2020 conference. We're about building bridges for a bolder and braver future and helping you shine. It is a new decade, ladies. It's 2020. Let's get that vision. Let's get ourselves strong, and let's get ourselves elevated and moving in the direction dreams and our passions. So thank you again, Debra, for spending time with us today. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. We'll see you at the conference. Bye, everybody.
Bye.